Social conduct is today's name of the video. Social conduct. When I first run into somebody new who I've never met before, I will shake their hand and respectfully honor them until they either dishonor themselves or disrespect me. I will give them instant respect for being a human being who is interacting with me. Women nowadays do not even care to do this simple little deed. Men shake each other's hands when they meet each other. They talk to each other as equals, and they respect each other as equals until one of the two people that are talking either disrespects or makes a bad move and therefore loses respect from the other person. But they have instant respect when they start out. Women do not give this respect to anybody. Not to men, not to women, not even to their own family members. It's very simple. If you want to see what society's problems are, look at women. They do not respect men. They do not respect women. They do not respect children. They have no respect at all. They show no respect at all. They show no loyalty at all. As a matter of fact, just the fact that women are even actually trying to get above men with their so-called equality really shows you right away that women have no respect at all. Because if they had respect, they would not rebel against their own sexual gender roles. They would not rebel against who they are as a species on the planet. They would not rebel at all because rebellion is wrong. The fact that they are rebelling is showing you right away who's at fault. Men are not rebelling. Men go to prison if they cannot pay their child support. Men always stand up and do the right thing eventually if they do not do it right away. Men are men. Men are living up to every sexual gender role out there. As a matter of fact, feminism has taken all women's gender roles and thrown them onto men. There are many rules out there today and many laws out there today that defend women's bad behavior, yet the bad behavior is the destruction of the relationship. It is the destruction of why things do not work. It is the destruction of the parenthood between a man and a woman. Nowadays, we have many single women out there who are mothers with no men in their lives. And these women are saying, I can do it on my own, I can do it on my own. It doesn't make it a great idea, but yeah, you can do it on your own. But it's proving that women do not want to be subservient. They do not want to be dominated. They do not want to live up to their roles as a woman, as a female, a species of the humankind. They are designed to live up to certain roles, and they refuse to do it. Yet they want men to do it, while they do not do it. Again, all fun and no responsibility. Girls just want to have fun, right? Material girl, right? But you could not depend on any of these kind of women for anything. You could not depend on them for anything. If you ask them to cook a meal, they give you a big mouth. If you ask them to help you out around the house, they'll give you a big mouth. If you ask them to pay rent, they'll look at you like, hey, isn't my sex good enough? You see, these women have completely lost touch with all femininity. Feminism killed it. Men allowed it to happen. But the rules of sexual gender roles for men are be the provider, be the caretaker, serve your family, basically be the worker bee for the queen bee. That's how they want men's sexual gender roles to be. But if we took that and turned it around, exactly around, it would be women be subservient to your men. Women respect your men above anything else. Women love your men and only God more than your man. But you love your man as more than anything else except for your God. That's what the gender roles would be for women. So when we look at the gender roles for women, such as having to be loyal to their man and showing respect to their man, real respect to their man, that if somebody came up to them and said, your man's a loser, that they would shut that person up right away and say, how dare you speak of my husband that way? See, that doesn't happen anymore nowadays. Women do not respect men, and therefore there is a lot of problems going on, such as the 52% divorce rate. Men do not tolerate disrespect from each other. So if they're not going to tolerate disrespect from each other, how long do you think a woman's going to go into a relationship without being bitch slapped when she shows disrespect to him? You see, men actually fight each other. They'll fight each other on the street, in the building, wherever, if they show disrespect to each other. It's a hierarchy. It's a patriarchy actually inside of the man's own world. Not even in the woman's world. See, women are such stupid beings, you actually go, there's patriarchy out there. Let me tell you something. There was patriarchy before your sorry asses ever joined the workforce, which is only 60 odd years ago. Before you guys even showed up, there was already patriarchy between men. That's how we live things. That's how we establish who's better than who. Who's the powerful being? Who's the dominant one? It's like women walked into this big old battlefield of men and they started putting flowers everywhere and going, "Oh, it's so competitive. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, you guys shouldn't fight. You should be all peaceful and caring and loving each other and just being terrific and sweet men to each other and loving us women for it." Give me a break. The world was competitive before women ever joined the workforce. And now that women are joining the workforce, they want to change the whole system. Well, the system will not change because men made it the way that it is. Men built it. Deal with it, ladies. Look at women nowadays, and the business suit down to the Burger King employer. Look at, they all do the same thing. They all show disrespect to each other. It's all about disrespect. Who could be the bigger bitch? Who could be the evil one? Who is more alpha bitch? Because women are so stupid to actually think that strength comes from being a bitch. Nobody likes a bitch. Haven't you ever realized that? The bitches always die alone. Point being, the sweet woman is the real alpha woman. The sweet man who is strong and yet still kind, that's the alpha male. Anybody could be, now what women consider nowadays an alpha male. All you have to do is get a gun and shoot somebody and all of a sudden, ooh, I used the alpha male, ooh. No. A man who is strong, a man who is powerful, yet a man who is caring at the same time and takes care of his community, that's an alpha male. Not your local drug pusher who happens to have a gun and shot somebody a while ago and went to prison and therefore he's tough. That is stupid. Same thing goes for women. It is not, you are not an alpha female by being a gigantic bitch. You are an alpha female when you are strong, powerful, and yet feminine at the same time. As a matter of fact, you could be the biggest bitch in the world, but you're not going to be shit compared to the woman that walks by who's all feminine and sweet. The entire reason why there is white knights out there and manginas out there is because we still hope. There's still men out there hoping to find the sweet woman. Because not a single man out there wants the bitch. And that's why you find nowadays that many women are single, because men do not want bitches. And if you wish to act like a bitch, then you will be on your own and you will raise that child alone. So stop calling men deadbeat dads when you should start calling the women deadbeat mothers for not putting their own selfish needs aside to take care of the family and the husband. If I was a man who had a wife who treated me like shit and who acted like I was not worthy of anything and I was just some kind of worker drone, and then I come across a woman who respected me, stroked my ego a little bit, and told me that she actually, liked me, there would be a big chance that I would cheat on my wife for this woman. Not because I want to hurt my wife or hurt my family, and I don't want to be a deadbeat dad. It's because the wife that keeps treating me like crap, and this woman is actually being nice to me. So I would actually go for the woman who's nice to me. And this is what men want. All men want is a woman who is nice to him. We don't want very much. I mean, women are the ones that want everything. The only reason we actually go into relationships as men is to find something that is soft, delicate, and nice to us, and who always respects us, and who always loves us, no matter what we do, no matter how stupid we could be sometimes, that the woman still forgives us and cares about us. We don't want a bitch. We can be our own bitches. I mean, you women actually think you compare to men? I mean, give me a break. If men really wanted to be assholes, there's nothing bigger out there that can kill more and destroy more than men can. Men can destroy the whole world if they feel like it. But we are responsible not to do that. Women, on the other hand, are not responsible at all.